Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Today, as you've seen in the thumbnail and the video title, we're talking about Wukong builds. I know I'm a bit late doing this, especially that I'm complaining about the number of subs. If I've released this video probably a few weeks back, I would have reaped lots more subs, but you're still sub to the channel. You love me and I love you. So, the thing is, I believe I'll show you a couple of things that wasn't shown before in the regular Wukong builds. And if you wait till the end, I'll have sort of like a tip about how to counter Wukong that we're seeing more and more of him in arena, in classic arena, live arena, and 3v3. Jump into it. So, Wukong is probably might be the strongest free login champ that they gave us. And why is his kit so great? Let's check him. Those are the mythics. We'll never see them in real action. Well, we'll see on the way that count. But anyway, great speed aura for arena. This passive is very annoying. If you face him or if he's on your team, he's annoying for the opposing enemy. He keeps reviving himself every 3 turns of anyone your team or the enemy team. So you don't even need to use the reviver with him. He will keep bringing himself up, back up, except for one of the two conditions that I will tell you towards the end of the video. He strips buff and applies block buffs. Great to counter all of these like Skull Crown and Leorius, for example. That cheap A2 is super strong against UDK. It needs accuracy, of course, but against UDK. Or if it kills the enemy, the multipliers are really great. He'll nuke everyone else. And then a good opportunity for a stun on the A1. In game, he's mostly about the A2 and a little bit the A3. Also, multipliers are not that bad. So, what 3 builds am I talking about in the thumbnail? These 3 builds are like gradual in the sense of where your account is. If your account is early game going into mid game, probably you can forge a few like good pieces of perception. So stat wise, I'm just delaying showing you the build I have him in because that's the surprise one. Stat wise, all 3 builds should be the same. I'll talk about it for a couple of minutes here. So what stats do you want on your Wukong? Wukong, because he got great attack multipliers and great debuffs on his kit, you want both like 100% attack, high percentage of attack, 100% crit rate, and as much crit damage as you can put on him. And you want some accuracy. And you want resistance. So when he's applying the cheap or applying the debuffs, he won't get cheaped himself. Plarium has been pushing more and more for those hybrid types of champs that need attack and need also accuracy. For example, two other very obvious examples there are Steltus, who hits really hard, and that stun is very good to put on him. And the other one is another Skinwalker, who is Ragash, one of Harima counters and one of the very good um, nukers in live arena right now for that stun. And yeah, he does something else. Just stuns. I thought that he's removing buffs. No, okay, yeah. So anyway, so those they keep pushing those hybrid champs on us, and though most of the time I'm against the hybrid build, but I changed my rule for Wukong because he's the exception. Why am I saying that? Because my problem with the hybrid builds for our average like level of gear, or even if your gear is you're a bit earlier than me, I've been playing for 4 years, you will fall short on both ends. So you'll either have him mediocre accuracy, mediocre attack, crit rate, and crit damage, or you'll have one of those on the expense of the other. So problem with hybrid build, if you fall just in the middle, you lost both ends. He don't has doesn't have enough accuracy, he doesn't have enough attack, and he's doing neither role properly enough. But Wukong is an exception in my opinion because he deserves your best gear because he's so good on both roles. So what I'm trying to say is when you're building a hybrid build, you should prioritize one of the two like components of the build and then have the secondary priority to the other. What do I mean by that? If you're building your Wukong mainly as a debuffer with a secondary role in attack, then make sure he has enough accuracy to where you're using him. If you're using him in arena, and if we talk accuracy, high end of gold 5, for example, you need around 450 to 500 accuracy. So that's if he's mainly at the buffer. And then if you achieve 500 accuracy and proper speed, then give him 100% crit rate, whatever attack you can put on him, 2.53k attack, and then as much crit damage as you can stack him with, 150, 200, and so on. But the priority would be for the accuracy and speed for him to go after your speed booster. Um, if you're building him for attack with a secondary role as a debuffer, then make sure he has at least 3.5k attack. Probably 3 is not enough. 3.5k attack minimum, 100% crit rate, 200 crit damage, and then around 300 accuracy if you can stack it on top of that with the right speed. So that's what I'm recommending for Wukong. Earlier in the game, perception is good. Why I'm saying perception is good is because everybody will have perception from the forge, as I was saying. Try to get these stats hybrid wise 3k attack, 100% crit rate, at least 150 or 200 crit damage if you can achieve it, 300 accuracy, and maybe 200 resistance. In that order that you should go. Perception, that's in perception. Mid game, if you're moving a little bit higher and you're facing tougher opponents, try to have the same stats in lethal or savage, whatever you have good stats on. Why is that? Because he does really well ignoring defense and his multipliers are good in lethal and savage, so he can do more damage while having the accuracy. If you put him in savage, you can save a little bit on the attack and crit damage. What about that really end game build that I'm displaying today? Now I can show it to you before we showcase it. And that was a tape from one of my previous clan mates, Bosni, who's in one of the top clans right now. He has a channel on YouTube, Cardial Gaming. Go subscribe to him and show him some love. This is my build for Wukong. What I'm putting him in, he's in 4 pieces of resistance. Why does it say 4 pieces? He's in 6 pieces of resistance. Well, if I can put him in 9 pieces, I would. But the main idea is that if you can get, let me display the stats now. So 4k attack, 180 crit damage, 400 speed. Well, maybe resistance can be a little bit higher, but stone skin is really useful in that. And 255 speed, which is just good enough for arena. Stone skin is really a surprising build for Wukong. Put him in 6 pieces or even 9 pieces if you can. Yeah, I think my Wukong is not fully booked. I'm still missing a couple of books. Yeah, I'm missing a book here and a book here from Clan Boss. I'm waiting for them. So, masteries, those are damage, also hybrid masteries. So, level 6 is Helm Smasher. And this is just to get him back to his skills and to increase the duration of this block buffs. Why is this build so good on him? It's surprising because when you put him in a live arena team or in your arena defense in 3v3 or classic arena, they are either expecting him full damage with no accuracy or high accuracy and speed with no damage. Having that hybrid build in Stone Skin, that means that he can tank on his own and he will really surprise people and do a lot of damage. Let's give him a try. So it's Monday today. Let's hope I'm faster than this team. And let's remove Hiji from this team because he gives us the guaranteed. Let's actually try and add someone else there. Yeah, let's just give this a try to see if we're faster. That's not a proper team. I just want to showcase him right now. My arbiter is not super fast, but let's see. It's Monday, so we are faster. So that's good. Okay, so now he goes second. That's how, like, it's not speed tuned, but that's how I want it to go. So you can either try, first of all, yeah, we got the Shipon Cavalax. That's from probably Wukong or him. I think I have also polymorph on him because he has accuracy anyway. So either you try to strip those shield shields and the stone skin from Brogni, or you try to sheep Brogni. If Brogni is in stone skin, there is a good chance that he's not in high resistance. So, yep. If this is UDK, you just did the same. And then, of course, I can do this with my Mighty Uko. And that battle is too easy. I'm just showcasing what we can do. So yeah, I'll put it on auto now. Thing is, that's how useful he can be. If they're still faster than you, or they cut in between your champs or whatever, those 2 turns of Stone Skin really benefit him. So let's see. And yeah, probably we should have got one of our AoE nukers. I think my Baron is too slow, but let's give it a try. So, and again Monday, so it's not easy to find. Let's try this team and let's hope, well, we should be faster than this. It's a Duchess, so probably Duchess is not super fast usually. Just to show you, I hope that I'm facing team without Stone Skin, so 2 Stone Skin champs, okay. Like for example, again, that's a very good example for him. We can either strip everyone and apply broke buffs, or try to sheep. For example, that's his main damage dealer, Supreme Elaine, and usually she's all nuke, so he doesn't have resistance on her. So I just got rid of the nuker. By the time he gets back to it, all of his team will be gone. Well, that's one tanky Duchess. Okay. So now he still has Stone Skin, but what we can do now is just strip them with some good damage, and he still has Stone Skin. So yeah, Duchess just wasted her revive there, and you see how useful he was for us here. Okay, so he's very useful in that build. Attack, you see how much damage he did, and the accuracy to apply the sheep and the block buffs. We didn't get to see his block buffs now, but yeah, let's see that. And like I said, even if he dies, you don't even need to res him because, yep, because he will just revive himself in 3 turns. Let's give him one more try, and then I'll show him to you maybe someplace else. Do I want to try against that 500 resistance team? Yeah, but I don't want. I might not have enough accuracy for those guys. Let's try. Let's see if I have enough accuracy with my secondary team. This team just caught my eye. Let's see if we can beat them. We might, oh my god, we might get smacked there, but let's see. So this is my old authentic like team. Think, did authentic stop pushing flat? I don't see any videos from him recently. But yeah, so this is my go second team. And it works most of the time if I can strip the stone skin, but let's see. So yep, I stripped the stone skin from most of them, so yep. And this team is quite fast too. You see here. Can we try our team? Let's see if we're faster than this one. Again, let's just one more test to show you how he's doing. Then we'll move to PvE. I'll show him to you. So here, for example, I'll never debuff Mithrala, but I can get rid, like this is a very good way. I'll just get rid of the damage dealer. And then, yeah, that team is gone. So, yeah, let's now check. Where do I want to test him? Let's test him, for example, here. I might not even finish this run, but so he can be good in the same build in PvE because thing is, you see, he can nuke the whole waves with his A3 and A2 because being in 2 turns of Stone Skin, if they hit him in PvE, they won't be able to kill him. And by the time they get to it, yeah, he will be out of Stone Skin, but then, okay, maybe I was hoping for too much here, but let's see. Spirit Keep, she'll keep healing herself, so let's see if he can do enough damage on his own. Probably not. But you see my point. You see how good he is with the waves. And especially like the magic keep. Yes, he's bad affinity, but he can strip the buffs on this the boss here. If we go to like let's say Doom Tower, I'm just talking about fast farming here. If we talk about like fun thing I like to do on Doom Tower normal is that just one-shotting all the waves with my Baron here. Probably he won't be able to do the same only because he got only 2 skills. But if we do that with him instead, I think we'll at least go through 2 waves. But let's see about the third. Oh, he didn't even. Okay. But he's not full damage. He got the accuracy still. But it's fun to watch. Well, he almost got through this one. Like one man clear in his stone skin. And this same build will work. Like I use it sometimes in PvE, so I don't have any teams where I actually using him. But the same build work with me in live arena. I don't think we have live arena open right now. We don't, but it really surprises people. So they take him in, they don't ban him basically, and then they get surprised that Stone Skin with the hybrid build. Let me show it to you once more before telling you the tip on how to counter him. So 6 or 9 pieces of stone skin if you can afford it, if not at least 4 to get that 1 turn. And if you can get him to 4k attack, 100% crit rate, at least 200 crit damage, this is a bit low, and 400 accuracy is okay, that's a good hybrid build for Wukong. How to counter him? You have 2 ways. Of course, block revive. So the champs that get very high value now, champs like, of course, Anisui Blood Twin. Anisui is a demon spawn, isn't he? Yep, Anisui Blood Twin. Or one of my favorite epics ever, and I've built him full damage and I'm using him a lot. Phoenix, which is amazing A1, one of the hardest hittings A1 in the game. Krutraxa, I think, got also a block revive. So block revive increased in value. The other trick, champs that basically not all of us, but a lot of us will have. If you were playing during Ronda time, if you apply block passive skills on Wukong before you kill him, he won't revive. Because you just blocked the passive before you killed him. The other one, of course, that everyone will have eventually is Ramontu. Ramontu does exactly the same. Where's my Ramontu? Oh, he's a lizard man. Yes, of course. So, Ramontu A3, other than stripping all the buffs, it applies block passive skills. So, if you're facing a Wukong in Live Arena or 3v3 or Classic Arena, bring your Ramontu or your Ronda, block his passive skills before killing him, and he won't get back to life. That was the tip that I wanted to tell you. So we're done with the Wukong showcase. I just have one more thing to tell you. Talking about free to play, I was talking in the previous video whether you want me to do a free to play series. I've got 3 requests so far. I said if I get 10 requests, I'm going to do it because there are quite a few good series out there from Hell Hades, Matt Capper, J Gigs. Everybody did one of these or actually doing them right now. So if you want to see me do a free to play series, mention it in the comments below. We still need 7 for me to start it. And also the 2 options I gave you in the previous video. Do you want that initial grind from start to get our first 6 stars and all of that, and have the fun of opening those first charts together and see how lucky we'll get? Or do you want me to pick an account, level 40, 50-ish, also got only got like 1 or 2 6 stars, and see how we can get from this phase? Because most of the time that initial period is more or less the same for a lot of accounts. So just tell me from scratch or a little bit after this so we can see how we can make a difference in the account. Let me know in the comments below which way, whether you want me to do it, and I'll do it if we get to 10 comments asking for it. Hit that sub button, keep playing Raid. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.